Hey guys, welcome back. And today I was thinking what should we talk about and decided that today we're gonna talk about the trend lines. There are two types. There is a hard trend line and there is a soft trend line. And some of the traders are making good amount of money with just trading with the trend lines, and it's not hard concept, it's kinda easy to understand. And I'm gonna show you the basics, gonna show you how you can apply it, how to understand it. And yeah, in the crypto market, trend lines are popular, and you're gonna see why. I'm gonna show you some examples, and with that we're going straight to the charts. Yeah, so we have the trend lines, and the trend lines is, I would say, one of the most easiest concept to understand, because basically the trend line is how market is moving. It's gonna be the uptrend or it's gonna be the downtrend. And the difference between hard trend line and soft trend line, it's gonna be about the time frames. I mean, if you're looking for the trend lines on 4-hour time frame or 1 day time frame, this is gonna be the hard trend lines. And if you're looking on the trend lines from the lower time frame, which is gonna be 15 minutes, 5 minutes, it's gonna be a soft. And yeah, I'm gonna show you some examples with the Bitcoin. Now we have the chart, and yeah, let's get firstly to the 4-hour time frame. And with that, okay, it's all goody. I'm turning off the Emma, and yeah, with the trend lines, we're following the trend. Yeah, this is the most understandable way how we trade in trend lines. So basically, yeah, we can start with the simple ones. Here it's gonna be Ray. You're putting 2 points with your trend line, and you can find something good with that, because look at this. There was the trend line that started here, rejecting here. You see, with the crypto trend lines, it's happening, and it's kinda easy to follow. And yeah, if you have the hard trend line, most of the time it's gonna be bounce. But if you wanna get a good trade with that, you're going to the lower time frame. So for example, now we have a trend line which is going down, and we're gonna look for something more. Yeah, okay, we have something here, maybe, yeah. For example, it was the first touch, it was the second touch, and with that we can expect that when the market goes down, if the market goes down and goes up again, they're gonna check it, this trend line, and if you have the impulsion down, in this case the market starting to go down, yeah, sometimes it's gonna be broken and we can delete it or we can change it a little bit, but basically that's the trend lines. And if you're going to the lower time frame, yeah, we have something like that, it's in the downtrend. Go to the lower time frame and we can look at that third point. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. Yeah, looking at that third point, yeah, look at what happened. The market reached the trend line here. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this one. Reached the trend market, and what happened next? It was a huge dump, basically a huge candles down here, a little bit of the consolidation, once again down here, yeah. And if you're looking for the higher time frame, here we have a new lower low, once again huge candles down. You see what I'm getting there? And if you're going to the higher, and if you're going to look for the trades, and what you have to do, first of all, go to the daily chart and check the trend lines. Yeah, what do we have? And start with the VIX. Yeah, so in this case we have a trend line So in this case, we have a trend line right here. Yeah, there's a wick. It was a wick here. I mean, yeah, but it's more likely a support zone, so it's not a good example of the trend line. Another one could be here. You see the wicks. You see the wicks, and from here the market bounce a little bit. You see it's reacting. But if you want to enter the trades with the trend line, you have to wait for the confirmation. It's going to be the pattern or it's going to be the candles. I don't care. Now let's go to the Ethereum. We're going to check it out. USD 4-hour chart. Yeah. And you can see that the market is moving on the uptrend. We're taking this point, taking that point, and we have that the market created the lowest point here, then created the lowest point here, the second one, which gave us the trend line, because you need 2 points to market the lowest ones. And now we have a tricky situation, that's for sure, because the market is going a little bit down. And yeah, it's okay, it's a good one. I'm gonna check it out. Maybe I'm gonna make a trade. We have a trend line here, and the Ethereum gonna try to break it. So there is 2 scenarios here. There is 2 scenarios, and scenario number 1 is gonna be that the Ethereum gonna hold it and it's gonna start climbing up. Yeah. Scenario number 2, there is that it's gonna be broken. It's gonna be retested. Maybe some fair value gap or something like that. Look at this. Yeah, we have an amazing fair value gap here from the 4-hour time frame. So it's possible from both ways to go up, go check the fair value gap, and again continue growing up. Or if it's going down, it's gonna come back to check the fair value gap. We're changing the characteristics. It's gonna be change of character from here. And we can expect from the swing trade, from the position trade perspective, that we are going down. And if that's happening, I mean, yeah, if you're looking for the, from here, I would put my entry on the fair value gap, put my stop loss here, something like that. And my take profit would be, I would say here, because if we are looking boldly, this is a demand zone. Yeah, market was rejecting it, so maybe there's gonna be a pressure from the buyers. We never know, but seems like a good trade. It's 1 to 4 risk reward, and yeah, I'm gonna wait for some confirmations. I'm gonna put my alerts here. I'm gonna put my alerts above the fair value gap. Maybe I'm gonna find a trade, but that's the basics. You're looking for the 4-hour time frame, you're looking for the trend lines here, and after that you go to the lower time frame, which is going to be 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and you're drawing trend lines there. And if you get a confirmation, you can enter the trades. And if you enter the trade with confirmations, with your analysis, it can be a little bit extra, you know? You don't need to trade just with trend lines. It's possible, but I do not recommend that. But from the long perspective and the technical analysis, you need to know trend lines, it's kind of important, especially on the crypto. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I mean, we talked about basically about the hard trend lines. Maybe I'm gonna create a new video about the soft ones. And yeah, trend lines on the crypto, it's a really good stuff. Crypto is expecting that, a lot of traders doing that, institutions doing that, and simple as that. They just drawing lines, waiting for the confirmation, for example, a huge candle or a huge candle down, the rejection or approval, and after that they enter the trade. You can catch an amazing trades, 1 to 2 trades, 1 to 3 trades, and it's gonna be an amazing profit. What you have to do and what you have to understand, that it's working on the higher time frame, and when you're entering the trade, what you have to do is just to be patient. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.